Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today we got a very, very interesting show because it's a little bit NFL related, but to me, I think it's going to be something that's going to be a lot of fun. Now, as you guys know, the NFL season is underway, and there was a pretty big game yesterday. And that game was basically played between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. By the end of that game, the Dallas Cowboys ended up beating the Patriots 38-3. 38-3. Funny enough, we've seen some pretty weird blowouts this season in the NFL. We saw the first game, the game between the Dolphins and what's the team? They're not even worth the Broncos, which was unlike anything I have ever seen in my life, where a football team puts up 70 points in an NFL game, 70 points, and beat the team with a 50-point differential. I've never seen anything like that in my life in the NFL, right? So there's been some blowouts here and there this season. However, after this win, it brought up a subplot, apart from the fact of, the Dallas Cowboys, because there's always this hype around the Cowboys every single year. But it brought up a subplot, which is the Bill Belichick, Tom Brady discussion. Now, as you guys know, Tom Brady was drafted by the New England Patriots. He started his career there. He wasn't a high draft pick, something that motivated him, like a lot of people who felt like they've been, taken for granted. And he goes out and has arguably the greatest career of any NFL player and ends up being one of the most decorated athletes in sports history, regardless of the sport. Regardless of the sport. The guy is a 7-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, won 3 regular season MVPs, won 2 offensive players of the year, NFL comeback player of the year. He's been on 3 all-pro teams, 3 second teams, 15 Pro Bowl teams overall, NFL passing touchdown leader 5 times, NFL passing yards leader 4 times, NFL passer rating leader 2 times, NFL completion percentage leader in 2007, NFL's 2000s all-decade team, NFL 100th anniversary all-time team, and AP male athlete. That just goes on and on and on and on, right? And in the process of doing all of this, Tom Brady has made a lot of fans along the way. And one of his biggest fans and supporters in the media has been Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless believes that the holy grail of athletes are the following people: Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, and Tom Brady. That's it for Skip. He believes, from listening to him over time, that those guys are the standard when it comes to sports for so many reasons, not just for winning, but for their intangibles and everything that comes with them. So, knowing that Skip Bayless is a huge Tom Brady supporter, we know that he's always going to come to the defense of Brady, which ended up being the reason that back in January, him and former co-host of Undisputed, who's also a Hall of Fame football player, tight end, and Shannon Sharpe, got into one of the messiest arguments over the greatness of Tom Brady, because Shannon had a history of always questioning how much of a role did Tom Brady really play in all of the success that the New England Patriots were able to experience all of those years, because he always felt as if the majority of the credit should have gone to Bill Belichick. So what we quickly want to do is play a little bit of that argument that they had on television a few months ago, and then we're going to continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
Week?
Yes.
Okay.
Skip.
Well, Brady had a better game than Tua had. Well, he did.
Skip. All I'm saying is this. Tom Brady had a problem. You said Tom Brady should have had a problem with Byron after Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich comes up with a game plan. And here's a guy that was not in the meeting when they came up with it, come in with his red pen scratching out stuff.
Yep.
Now Tom Brady is not up, because most coaches, NFL coaches, work between 80 and 100 hours in a 5-6 day week. So Tom Brady the night before, he's making tweaks when he didn't stay up those 80 to 100 hours. So shouldn't they have a problem with that?
Who do you think watches more tape, Tom Brady or all the coaches?
All the coaches.
Stop it.
All the coaches.
Stop
Skip,
it.
I'm not going to let you do it.
No,
I'm not going to let you do it.
I'm going to do
I
it
don't care.
because I just
I'm
did
not going to let you be disrespectful to these damn coaches because you love Tom Brady.
Nobody,
Tom Brady does not watch more tape than
quarterback
coaches. He
in the
does
history
not.
of this league
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a flat-out lie.
That's a flat-out lie that you're perpetrating. There's
no
never
way.
been anything, because you can't stand it that Tom Brady at 45 is still playing this game at a very high level. Yeah.
Do you see these numbers?
Yeah.
These numbers say Tom Brady is not playing at a high level.
I need you.
No,
okay, you're
that's
in the
not what
Hall
it's
of Fame
about.
because you're scared to death of him because he's haunted you. Time out. Ladies and gentlemen at home, I would like to announce the fact, if you're new to our show, that this man, for 6 straight years on this show that we have been partners at this debate desk, has tried to send Tom Brady home, said he's washed up, his arm is in decline, and he should just go on home. It started the first day of this show in September of 2016, and he has been wrong for 6 straight years, and he's going to be wrong again. I'm standing by what I say.
How convinced are you Tom Brady's going to win the Super Bowl?
Okay, I picked him to win it. I'm not backing off.
Well, put something on it.
Well, what do you mean I put my pride on it. I put my pride. Who did you pick? You picked the Rams and the Chargers, okay?
And the only difference is, everybody knows the Rams are bad, but they don't want to say Tom Brady is playing just as bad as Matt Stafford. Skip, they're in the terrible division. They're in the worst division in football.
Good. Are they going to be in the playoffs? Help me out.
Skip,
I need you to
That's your argument.
Okay,
that's your argument.
What do you mean that's my argument?
Your argument is that they're going to be in the playoffs. Is Tom Brady playing bad? Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, he played poorly yesterday.
What do you mean yesterday?
Okay,
all year.
But you're giving him 100% of the blame?
Because they asked me the
that's
question.
just, you have no objectivity. It's just straight Brady hate. Wait a minute. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No.
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, what? I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
You disrespect him. It's just so.
You
know what? It's beneath your
dignity. You would disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay,
Take off,
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you because what happened yesterday? The Bucs defense was horrendous yesterday.
So you heard the blow up. For Skip, it has always been Brady. And Skip has been one of those people that felt like the day Tom Brady leaves, Bill Belichick is going to be exposed. As we currently sit here, Bill Belichick has never made it back to a Super Bowl appearance since Tom Brady left. Since Tom Brady's left Bill Belichick, he went on to win a Super Bowl. We must not forget this. And this current season, the New England Patriots currently have a record of 1-3. So this morning, I was watching a little bit of Undisputed, and they were discussing this very issue. And the question was brought up, which was simply this: how much blame should we begin to give Bill Belichick for what's going on with the Patriots? And how much credit do we really need to give to Tom Brady for all of the success that they were able to experience over those years, given the fact that Bill Belichick and these guys are struggling, and Brady actually went on to win a Super Bowl. And when they brought the question to Shannon Sharpe, to my surprise, Shannon Sharpe publicly admitted that he had been wrong about this debate over who was more responsible for the success of the New England Patriots, whether if it was Tom Brady or Bill Belichick. So what we want to do is want to quickly play what Shannon had to say in terms of his apology, essentially, to Tom Brady, and then we're going to come back and close out the show. Take a listen to that there.
All of last year, the compilation of all of those things is why we have to sit here today and say Bill Belichick has to take a hit. Not because of his coaching, his football acumen, but because of his personnel decisions, not just in terms of players he's picked, but coaches he has hired to oversee his personnel. It's left a lot to be desired.
You're absolutely right. It deserves to take a hit. And I've been one of those guys that said that Coach Belichick deserved a lot more of the credit than Tom Brady. But I was foolish in my assessment of this. It's becoming more and more apparent to me that Tom Brady was largely the reason why the Patriots won. Because you see he go to another team and they win. Coach Belichick has struggled to win without Tom Brady. And see, what happens is that no matter how great the dynamic is, there's going to be a point in time that I want more credit. And it can't be 50-50. 50-50 is not good enough when you're dealing with two guys that have the massive egos that these two men have. Because remember, guys, the more successful you are, the greater your ego is. So I need to show I'm the reason why we're having more the success. No, I'm the reason. So Coach Belichick says, I'm going to go win one without you. Out the door you go. You see, we can't have that argument because we saw Joe win a Super Bowl without Bill Walsh. So we can't say that they were winning because of Walsh because we saw Joe win one without him. Coach Belichick wanted to leave no doubt in anybody's mind that the reason why the Patriot way and everything that falls up under the umbrella, the way we do press conferences, the way we report injuries, and the way we do things are because of me. But what he failed to realize is that he had that general, that 17-star general in Tom Brady that made everything smooth. And he's finding out the hard way it's not as easy as he ever thought it would be.
Only thing I disagree with Shannon about is that, when you win and your ego grows. I mean, I've been winning for quite a long time, and I don't have an ego. I mean,
No, I'm saying the more success you have, and guess what? The greater it is.
I don't have an ego. Oh, Bubby.
So you heard what Shannon had to say. I'm not a huge NFL follower. I'm not a huge NFL follower. I do know it, a little bit, from here to, from time to time I follow some things. But I'm fully aware of this New England Patriots team. Fully aware of them. I've watched the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and these guys go against the New York Giants when I used to live in New York, supporting the New York Giants. And Tom Brady, as I was watching him, right, he was one of those players where I said to myself, no matter how much time, even if you decide, we're going to leave this guy 58 seconds, and he's going to be down by a score, by a touchdown, he was the only quarterback I felt that if you gave this guy 58 seconds to make a game-winning drive or a game-tying drive, he could pull it off. He could absolutely pull it off. And it took a miracle throw by Eli Manning. I forget who caught the ball. Was it Plaxico Burress? It was somebody, I forgot the player's name, to beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady is surgical in the clutch. He's surgical, right? So to me, I always felt as if Tom Brady deserved all of the adulation and the praise that he got. And it reminds me a little bit of when Shaq and Kobe broke up. Because when Shaq and Kobe broke up, it became an arms race to see who's going to win the first championship. Shaq ultimately went on to win that first championship in Miami the following season. And had that been the final chapter that was written, we would have gone down in NBA history that Kobe always needed Shaq to win. But then Kobe went on to win 2 more. And in the case of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, Brady went on to win an additional Super Bowl, and Belichick seems to be struggling. So right now, I think it was actually appropriate for Shannon Sharpe to go out there and make that public admission. So what I want to know from you guys is, number one, what do you think about Shannon publicly admitting this? And number two, for the NFL fans in the room, if you had to give a percentage out for who do you think was most responsible for that run, those 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, between Tom Brady or Bill Belichick, leave it in the comments section and let me know what you guys think about that. Once again, thank you guys for your attention, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.